everyone, welcome back to the channel for another video on GT Sport. We're back with a track guide. First of all today I've got a race coming hopefully as well to later today on this track, a real sweaty race. I was absolutely stressing towards the end, but it was a really good race. I enjoyed it. One guy really pushed me to the limits, and it was really fun to be in that race, and I hope you guys will enjoy that later on. Anyway, for the first video today I wanted to do a track guide for the daily race C. It's something I will try and do as much as possible when I've been able to get on first thing in the morning. I was able to do that today and get you a reasonably good lap that I can put through to a guide. We managed the 1 minute 22.4 in the daily race C for our qualifying lap. There was a few errors in the lap, but I feel like I'm starting to get this track really together now, and I think I can get myself down to maybe a low 22, maybe a late 21 if I can really hook the lap up. Anyway, I'm going to go through a track guide, point out some of the braking points and get everyone up to speed on this track, so that you can try and improve your qualifying for today's race, and also then you're going to improve your DR if you're qualifying further up the grid. Anyway, let's start this track guide. So going through the final corner, make sure you get a nice clean exit. It's really important. I'm running -1 brake balance throughout the whole lap with this Porsche. I find it just creates a nice stable car, and it helps just get the front end into the corners. So for turn 1, we're going to be looking to brake in between the 2 board and the 1 board. You see there, just closer to the 2, starting the braking, and we're going to trail brake all the way through and try and take it really tight into the apex line. You see how I stay very close to the apex? I actually skim the curb and hit the curb slightly, and then on the power very early in 3rd gear, working your way up to the bridge, and you're going to use that bridge as a brake reference, braking a little bit before it. If you brake a bit before it, it means you can stay nice and tight in on the apex of that curb where the arrow was pointing. So I like to stay very tight to this apex. Do not let the car run out wide. Just hover the throttle around half throttle all the way through the corner, and then slowly feed that throttle back in hard on the power now, and then you're going to work your way over to the next braking point. I like to take the car over to the right hand side, then we're going to start braking there. Just before the start of the curb on the right hand side is where you're going to be braking. So, and then you're swinging the car around and try and skim the apex of that curb. You can actually take a bit off the curb with your left front tyre, and then use the Astro on the right hand side to extend the track a bit there. You could see my Ghost was a little bit ahead there. We lost a bit of time on the Ghost. Then we're going to use that number 1 board on the right hand side as pretty much our brake reference. You can see I started my braking dead on it there, and then swing the car from the right hand side and get nice and close to the apex on the left hand side. You can see there I'm staying really close to apex, so I can then get on the power really early and swing the car out from that corner with maximum throttle. You can see we did that really well then, and we actually started to pull away from the Ghost very slightly there. And then going into this next corner, you're going to use in between the 2 board and the 1 board as your brake reference. You can see I'm just starting to brake there. We're in 4th gear there. We're going to downshift to 3rd gear as we approach this apex now, and then hard on the throttle in 3rd gear, and then upshift it into 4th gear on the exit of the corner. You can see there, up into 4th gear, and now we're going to brake just in between the 2 board and the 1 board again, and try and get yourself to really take some of this corner off. You want to get your right hand tyre over the bit faster. You can see I had a little moment on the exit there, possibly lost a bit of time, but nothing massive. And then braking again, use that 1 board as kind of a brake reference. You can see we're starting to brake there just as we're going past the 1 board, and try and cut some of this corner off with your right front tyre. In 3rd gear, get on the power really early. We just got away with that. We actually got on the grass slightly, but got away with it. Then down into 2nd gear and brake just before the 1 board on the right hand side. I like to brake a little bit before that. It gives you a better chance of getting a cleaner exit from this corner. Try and skim that left hand front tyre onto that curb again, and get on the power really cleanly and work your way up into the final corner. And this is a very important corner. You really need to get a strong exit from this corner. So down into 3rd gear, pretty much as you brake, you see the braking starting there just before the number 1 board, and then you're going to swing the car over and try and skim your right hand front tyre on that curb, and then on the power really early. It's so important to get on the power early for this corner, as it will give you momentum all the way down the straight. Now as you can see, now we're going to go over the line, and it's a really nice lap, a 1 minute 22.4. It is the best I've done so far, but I didn't feel like it was my best I could get. I just jumped on this morning and managed that time. I was really happy with that, and we should be able to get that a little bit closer to a 22.0 maybe. I feel like I've got a 21 in me if I really hook the lap up, a 21.9, but I don't think I'll be able to get that yet. It may be another few months before I actually manage that. Anyway, I'll let you have a watch of the lap in full speed now, from the the far chase camera that was in the top right hand corner, so you can watch it being run at full speed in that view. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that view. Make sure you click the thumbs up button if you did enjoy that, and also subscribe and click the notification button if you've not already subscribed yet, and you won't miss any videos in the future. We should be uploading the race at this Daily Race C that's on today later today also, so make sure you check that out. Thanks again for watching, everyone.